Hello everyone, Mystic Magic Lady here. I hope you had a wonderful full moon weekend. I apologize I wasn't able to make any videos. It's a lot of heavy energy. I was very wrapped up in my own personal life. But I was thinking of you all, and I hope you all are getting through this energy well. Some of you might be experiencing restlessness. Some of you might be really sleepy. Some of you might not be able to sleep. It really all depends how the full moon affects you personally. But I will say that, there's definitely been some heightened energy. Also, planet Uranus went retrograde, so that shifted a lot of energy too. So anyway, you could all research. I'm sure there's a ton of videos on all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and get into the energy for today, August 23rd, 2021. Now the sun is in our Virgo energy. Happy birthday to all you Virgos. Oh, I'm sorry, that's probably really loud. All right, let's see. What is the energy today in the collective? What kind of challenges are we presented with? And what are our potential outcomes? Okay. All right, let's see. What's the energy today? What's going on out there? What's the energy today the collective is dealing with? Spirits in here. What is the energy today? Ooh. Oh, okay. Now, this card is upside down, so it's in the reverse. So yes, it's the devil, okay? But since I picked it up here in the reverse, that's telling me that it's, a lot of you perhaps have let go of some attachments. This full moon, as every full moon, is a time, here, let's put this up right, okay? The full moon is a time where things come to illumination. So a lot of you perhaps had some big insight about something, or some mystery was revealed, some secrets came out. A lot of you maybe really became more aware of something that you may be attached to, or maybe dealt with something that was more like an addiction or obsession energy, so that could be, for a lot of you, that can come out a lot of times at full moon time, okay? But like I said, because it's in the reverse, that tells me that a lot of you have gone through the awakening, so to speak, and a lot of you have become aware of attachments and are trying to let go of that. Perhaps some of you have released an old toxic habit, so congratulations. Some of you maybe are, getting out of, it could be just getting out of any situation, or, cutting ties with people that just are no longer serving you, that are toxic, that there's this about codependency and healing all that. Like I said, the full moon, perhaps in the last, week or few days, you maybe really were doing some personal inner work, and maybe something became more illuminated about something that you had to get rid of or stop doing, or a relationship that needed to end. Okay, so the energy is still with us here today. That's the energy. It's like really, continuing to release things and let go of what's no longer serving you, right? Okay. Oops, sorry about that. Something dropping. Let's see, what is the possible challenge today? Just going to return it. Put that. Okay, so challenge is with this kind of energy, yes, this is something though that still presents a challenge. Obviously, things depending on how deep our devils run. How deep are the chains? How deep are the addictions, the obsessions, or the relationships, or whatever the situation that is toxic, or perhaps you're tied to. There may be still some that are challenged still to rise above. Okay, so we're still looking at things we're trying to release, things that are being illuminated that you'd have to cut off and rise above. It's still presenting a challenge for some of us, because these are challenging things. So still just really trying to work through that and become the best version of yourself, right? Really trying to rise above anything that's no longer serving you, and really connecting with your divine source. You see, finding what it is that your heart's desire is, right? Not the ego, the heart, and really aligning your heart with your soul path, and really being able to connect with that, okay? And really being able to have this inner strength to rise above all of these devils, anything that is standing in your way, okay? So things have been really illuminated, and I feel a lot of you have done tremendous work on that, but there's still perhaps a challenge for you to maybe, there may be a certain situation or still some work that you're still doing and trying to rise above and break free from the chains, so to speak. Okay, let's see what's the possible outcome. All right, so the Five of Swords, again, we have this card that came in reverse, which I love to see with this one, because that is letting go of the toxic thinking, back to here with the devils. This is letting go of the heartbreak and the mental anguish, letting go of the toxic thinking, letting go of the very things that you've been attached to. So a lot of you have really, used this full moon or become really aware and illuminated about your own toxic self-talk, or your own whatever it is that has been hard for you to overcome and rise above. Okay, a lot of you have done that and really healed your heart, and really aligning your thoughts with your heart. Okay, so congratulations. This is not easy work, so that's nice to see. And for a lot of you, I feel like there's a new love, a new feeling of love for yourself, for life, and possibly for some of you, there's going to be a new romantic love coming in soon. I'm picking up here. Okay. So for those of you who have cut ties maybe with toxic relationships, and have really healed your heart and are getting out of your head about that, there's going to be a new, more loving relationship coming for you. I don't know. Anyway, let's clarify some of this energy. Let's clarify this devil in reverse. Haha. Letting go of the devils. Yes. Right. Judgment. Okay, so this is stuff, like I said, this is you aligning with, divine, the higher, this is divine healing. Okay, so this is still working through that, still having to make these huge judgment calls and really deciding what you really need to let go of. Okay, so that's still going on. And for some of you, there's still some healing that may be blocked because for whatever reason, it's usually just because it's some divine timing, and with these energies and the full moons, and we just suddenly will get these downloads or just get these this healing energy. So that's still coming in because we're still letting go and untangling from our personal devils. What's the Seven of Swords in reverse challenge? Yeah, so the challenge again is still, rising above these heavy energies, and having faith too, okay? Don't lose faith. Having faith in divine timing. If you're feeling stuck on a situation or really trying so hard to detach yourself from something that's been really maybe toxic and heavy, don't lose patience and don't lose faith, because it will happen. It's not, these things sometimes are just not overnight. Just if you become aware of something, just because we became aware of something that we need to release and something that we really are putting our intention to let go of, have to still give it divine timing, and have faith that you will heal from it. It does take time, but again, it's happening. That's what I see for a lot of you, are already healed a lot of negative aspects. Let's just clarify the Five of Swords here in reverse, the outcome. Clarify the outcome, please. One card, please. Let's clarify the outcome here. Okay. All right. Wow. These are all major. These all major cards. So these are major things that are happening. Again, though, because this tower, it's in reverse, and like I was saying, the planet Uranus went into retrograde. So these major changes, sudden shifts, sudden changes happening for a lot of us. However, they're perhaps slow changes. They're maybe not as shocking, or they may be for some of you a little bit harder for you to let go, or a little bit harder for you to accept some of these changes. So you have to look at that. But I'm really picking up an energy more of, letting go of all of the negative thinking, and the heartache, or the mental anguish and stress that some sudden big changes and sudden, surprising things that really are have shooken up your foundations, are, you're healing, you're releasing the attachment to, the negative aspects of things, because tower moments, tower moments happen because it's fated. And even though a lot of times it'll be uncomfortable, but sometimes this could be like a shocking, a new insight, or a new thought, or a new way of looking at your life, or something that just comes in quite suddenly. Sometimes it's a new romance. But what I'm picking up here for a lot of you is there's just a lot of self-healing, and a lot of letting go of things that are, maybe some of you are realizing that you have to let go of a relationship, or suddenly realizing that you are in a negative habit, and really just like letting it go. But with these three major cards, this is all also about just things being fated, and having, divine things happening in divine timing. Okay, and there's heavy planetary things going on. So, like I said, though, a lot of you are just, are healing and letting go of the toxic ways, the toxic thinking, the toxic relationships. Okay, but it's taking time, because there's some illumination that still needs to happen. And for some of you, I feel, are still kind of holding on, because our ego wants to hold on to things that that even though we know it's not good for us, right? So let's see what we can find out from our little animal helpers. Find out a message. See what our animal guidance today is. These are some heavy energies. Heavy. That's funny. They are, but and like I said, a lot of it though is so healing and releasing. This is big healing though. So I'm just really excited for all of you. This is good. All right, animal spirit guides. Any advice today? Okay, good. Whoa. Sorry. Let me get this. Okay. This is interesting. So we got Antelope here. Okay. I don't know, the lighting's not so great. Antelope. This is interesting because the antlers, this, not the full moon that we're in now, last night, but the previous full moon, I believe, was the staff moon or the stag moon. And so for some of you, kind of think about this is about taking action. So from the last full moon to time period to now, kind of looking at the actions maybe that you've been taken to get you to this point. And this is about, taking action, knowing when to take action. And I feel like a lot of you are taking action on your healing and letting go of stuff that no longer serve you. Because then we have these two, we got the rabbit and the horse in reverse. So these are reminders of, not getting trapped and frozen in fear. Okay. The antelope is about movement and, okay. Rabbit, don't get stuck and paralyzed in fear. No, take the action that you need to accordingly. Okay. And sometimes it's taking the action is, leaving a situation, leaving a relationship, stopping, really working on stopping a toxic habit. So, and the horse here, we have that also in reverse, and that's reminding us not to be careful with your power, not overstepping your power and overstepping people. This is about, you again, not being fearful and not stepping over people and not feeling like, stealing other people's thunder and other people's power. Okay, so be mindful of that. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for watching. I hope something resonated for you today. You got some message you needed to hear. Good luck with all of these big changes and healing. I feel that there are some really exciting things happening for a lot of you. So have a blessed day. I will see you soon. Love and light.